morning, I'm Tom Elmore, Executive Director of North American Transportation Institute, P.O. Box 6617, Oklahoma City. It was Homer who said, after harm is done, even a fool understands it. That's why we have leaders, to try to see harm in advance of the fools and steer a course around it. Folks, as citizens, many of which you see before you, not including our friends at OnTrack, who are rather latecomers. I've been working on this for 15 years. I understand the animus that is built up against someone, dismissed as a nut, a passionate person, etc., etc. Here's the reality. I've told you the truth for 15 years. 15 years. While ODOT methodically misled, confused, diffused, deflected, and obstructed that truth. Robert H. Jackson, Supreme Court Justice, who said it is not the function of our government to keep the citizen from falling into error, it is the function of the citizen to keep the government from falling into error. The clear implication is that without citizen involvement, or when citizen involvement is obstructed, government will go to heck on a rocket sled. Well, here we are. And now you've admitted that we've been right all along, and you've done nothing. You've done nothing. We were dismissed in the beginning as touting Union Station for a form of transportation that's not necessary. This is a car town. Now we're dismissed as obstructionists because we won't move on from the truth we've been telling you for 15 years. Beauty? You want to talk about art and beauty? The most beautiful underpasses in the state are the Robinson Walker underpasses. There's nothing like them in the state of Oklahoma. St. Louis? In 1999, I brought Tom Schrout with Citizens for Modern Transit, largely responsible for the St. Louis transit system, to speak to a citizens forum which was sponsored by the Citizens League of Central Oklahoma, along with two other real experts, sadly lacking in Oklahoma City, real experts from DART and McKinney Avenue trolleys. They were obstructed during the forum by the moderator, who turned out to be a plant from the Oklahoma City Chamber of Commerce. They were not allowed to make their presentation. Mayor Rocky Anderson asked about the plan to ram a highway through the Union Station. It's insane, he said. Councilman Kelly, what's the appellate process for? Isn't it for a second chance? Isn't the system of checks and balances? Ask the death row inmates that have been exonerated whether or not the appellate process is worth the trouble. What you've been asked to engage in here is to give Oklahoma City and Oklahoma Cityans a voice in a court proceeding which is relevant to the future of the city in a very vital way. What if we'd had an appellate process for Penn Station? What if there'd been an appellate process for the Biltmore Hotel, the Criterion Theater? I would remind you again that the Walnut Bridge is where it is today, not because of you, because of those of us who took it to the real authority, the Oklahoma Corporation Commission. Paul says to the Hebrews concerning Esau, he said, don't be like Esau. It was a profane man who sold his birthright for one meal. Afterwards, he sought repentance with tears, but was unable to get it. Ask them in New York City about Penn Station. Ask us here about the disasters of urban renewal from the 70s. You have a chance to do the right thing for something which is critically important. We will not accept a bone thrown to the public to get MAPS 4 passed. Sorry. Can't do it. We fought too long. We've told you the truth. You think this thing came at no cost to us personally? Why do you think we did this? We did it because of our goodwill towards Oklahoma City, while others hid their lights under a bushel. I would go back with Paul the Apostle and tell you, don't be like Esau. Don't profane the gift of our great-grandparents' generation to our own grandchildren, which is Oklahoma City Union Station's rail yard. Thanks a lot.
Any other comments?